Established in 1997, Fawe Rwanda chapter aims to build a society where all Rwandan girls can access education, perform well, and complete their studies and transition to their career pathways. It is in this context that Fawe Rwanda, in partnership with UN Women, has created a Women's Career Center to improve Rwandan women's employability.
Statistics show in Rwanda that 17% of women are unemployed, compared to 13% of men. Therefore, Fawe is trying to improve the employability of women and girls by enhancing their skills using this Women Career Center.
UN Women, obviously we promote gender equality and women's empowerment, but we are also, as one UN, very much investing in youth. We know that job creation and entrepreneurship are key drivers of national development in Rwanda, and it is in consideration of that we engaged into supporting this career center, is because young women are underrepresented in formal employment. And through this career center, we are hoping to support more young women to be equipped to seize the opportunities of their time in terms of entrepreneurship and employment, but also supporting the overall vision of the Rwandan government, namely Vision 2050, but also the National Strategy for Transformation.
The center will provide unemployed and underemployed girls and young women with business and entrepreneurship skills, but also coaching, mentoring, leadership, and life skills to those working or seeking employment. The center will also play the role of bridging the digital gender divide in favor of girls and women.
We have learned from this COVID crisis that the future is digital. As a matter of fact, the present is digital. And we are preparing these young women to make sure that we close the digital gender divide and we give them all the tools and equipment to succeed in an increasingly demanding world and job market.
Particular attention will be reserved to women who completed secondary school but did not have a chance to pursue tertiary education. And priority has been given to girls who were supported by MasterCard in secondary school but did not have grades high enough to earn them further MasterCard scholarship for tertiary education. We visited two of these girls and found them in rather deplorable conditions. Adeline is a former MasterCard scholar. She lost her mother and her father is in prison. She makes a living and supports her two siblings by hawking fruits and vegetables that earn her a profit of only 20,000 Rwandan francs per month.
Bitewe nuko mbaho mu buzima bw'ubupfubyi kandi nkaba mfite musaza wanjye na murumuna wanjye nitaho, ndamutse mbonye igishoro kiri hejuru na miliyoni cyangwa iki, nakwagura ubucuruzi nkaba nava no kuri ibi nkora ugakora ibiri hejuru yabyo bikagenda neza, nabasha no gusana iyi nzu ndetse nkabona n'ibyo byose nifuza.
Louise is another former MasterCard scholar living with her parents and the rest of her siblings. They all survived by tilling a land too small for them. Louise, like some other MasterCard secondary school alumni who did not continue their education, has had an unwanted pregnancy and gets no assistance from her baby's father. She is in a dire situation.
Ubungubu ko mbayeho turahinga. Ntabwo nishimye kubera ko mwana wanjye ntabona ibyo akeneye, nanjye ubwanjye simbona ibyo nifuza, mbese ni nabi. Uwamfasha yampa amafaranga, yampa igishoro. Nkeneye nibura amafaranga nka miliyoni 2. Nkaba nacuruza alimentation cyane ko muri uyu murenge dutuyemo nta yirimo.
Fawe Rwanda, in partnership with Rwanda's Business Development Fund, BDF, has indeed responded positively to the worries of Adeline, Louise and 154 other girls falling in the same category by training them for a whole week. They are the pioneers of the Career Center's training, cohort number 1. Fawe Rwanda's plan is to reach 1,200 young women and girls in 3 years, and the first cohort is composed of 156 Fawe MasterCard alumni who did not go to university. These will be supported to get better livelihood through entrepreneurship training and provision of a startup capital. With this training, they are now able to generate well-documented business ideas from the problems identified in their respective communities and to develop fundable business plans.
Byamaze kunguka ahangaha ni byinshi, maze kubona ko amakosa nigeze gukora mu mushinga nari naratangiye ugafeiringa, ubu ngubu mfite uburyo nayakosora. Business plan ubu nayikora neza nta kibazo.
Nashoboraga gutekereza ko icyampa amafaranga nagira icyo nkora, ariko naje kumenya ko ubonye amafaranga nta gitekerezo ufite, amafaranga gupfira ubusa.
Ibya BDF sinari mbizi, nabyo nabimenye muri aya mahugurwa. Mbere nari nzi ko BDF ifasha abantu bonyine bafite ubushobozi, ariko nasobanukiwe neza ko icyiciro cyose umuntu yaba arimo apfa kuba ari urubyiruko yakoze umushinga we neza, BDF ishobora kumufasha.
Through this training, Fawe Rwanda has made these girls acquire skills that will finally improve their livelihoods, those of their families, as well as their communities at large.
Umushinga ikintu uzamarira jewe uzabanza jewe ubwanjye unteze imbere giye ku giti cyanjye. Igikurikiye umwana wanjye ntago abona ibyo yifuza, kandi ndahamya neza akazabibona nyuma yo gutera imbere ku mushinga wanjye.
Nje nzaba ndimo gukora n'uruganda, noneho ngewe ikintu uzamarira uzanteza imbere, uzateza imbere umuryango wanjye, kuko nzafite ubushobozi bwo kuba nabashyigikira kandi nkabateza imbere cyane. Barumuna banjye, abasaza banjye, ngewe uzaba urimo kubakurikirana ndetse n'abantu muri rusange, kuko nzabaha akazi.
Funding for these projects will be ensured partly by Fawe Rwanda in partnership with her friends and partly by financial institutions through the Business Development Fund. Also to benefit from this center are fresh university graduates from vulnerable backgrounds that need some special skills which could render them more employable, as well as those that can enable them to start their own business. Sandrine and Noella are Fawe Rwanda scholars and are soon graduating with a bachelor's degree, but their future remains uncertain when it comes to employment.
There are already many unemployed and unemployed youth. I'm afraid that I could find myself in that same situation. But I have an idea of creating my own job. To be able to create my own job, I need skills that will help me to know what kind of business I may engage in and what is useful update information for business, how to make presentable business plan, and the best way to communicate with other business people. I need a startup capital to be able to implement my business idea.
There are so many people graduating at the same time with a bachelor degree, adding to those who finished before us and now unemployed. The support I need is to get me well equipped so that I can be the right person to be selected by the employers. There are some that I was given by Fawe, but they were just basics. I need knowledge on how I can connect with people in the same career. I need to know how I can improve my communication skills and advice for career choice.
In the spirit of the Beijing Declaration, celebrated by the United Nations in March 2020, and the International Day of the Girl Child that Rwanda celebrated on 11th October 2020, UN Women are here expressing their pleasure to partner with Fawe Rwanda in this noble endeavor.
Fawe is a well-known, very respected institution that has been doing an excellent job in terms of promoting education for girls, for young women. And in that process, they have learned a lot of lessons on how best to prepare the young women for careers that are fulfilling, but also for self-employment and entrepreneurship. We are proud to partner with Fawe, and we do hope that many other partners will join us in supporting the Rwanda Women Career Center that we are setting up.
We are very grateful about this support from UN Women. The initial support they gave us helped us buy equipment. You'll see computers, you'll see facilities like desks and chairs. And we continue to work with them to mobilize further funding. We got new donors on board to support the Women Career Center, the La Francophonie, for digital skills, entrepreneurship, and leadership skills. we call upon Fawe friends to come along and support this noble cause.
This career center is here to change the livelihoods of Rwandan women. It stands as an eloquent landmark towards Fawe Rwanda's goal of complementing the government's effort to build the nation and promote national development through educating and empowering women and girls.